All right. Man, no intro music tonight. Tonight, we're just going to listen to some jazz, cook a little bit, and relax. Kind of testing out some new equipment. It's Monday, January 3rd. It's about 10:19. It's 34 degrees outside. It's Monday. It's cold. It's about 10:19. It's 34. And, I appreciate everyone that's joining or watch later. But, it's been a long day. And I'm going to do some more cooking this year as I try to learn to make different meals and just do a little bit better. So hopefully you can hear the music. This is how we relax after a long day at work. People say that cooking is supposed to be therapeutic and relaxing, and we'll see. But with the jazz music, it definitely makes it better. I forgot to light my cameras. If you'll notice, my yeah, I am. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a go, Kendra. Get my cook on. I didn't light my candles though. I'm tripping for that one. I'm supposed to have my candles going, but it's been such a long day. There we go. That's a little bit better, huh? Chef, I don't know about chef. I don't know if I hit that chef status or not, but I'm gonna try to get there. Can you hear me pretty good over the music? Is it too loud? Or not? But I'm gonna try to get there. Can you hear me pretty good over the music? All right, I think I can hear it a little bit. All right. Yeah, you gotta make sure that the ambiance is good, right? If you're gonna go ahead and get your cook on. What'd you make for dinner tonight? Yeah, let me get in this kitchen and get this split pea soup going. I got no one cooking for me, so I got to do something, right? So let me get on in there, show you what we getting ready to be working with. Switch our camera. There we go. Getting ready to go. Oh, what did Keyshawn make? What did he cook for you? All right, so I'm trying to get everything ready. See what I'm doing here. Now I'm not gonna take my time. I'm gonna kind of rush it a little bit. Put a little bit of water in my pot. Get that going. Now I made some carrots earlier, so they're a little bit hard. So I wanted to make them a little softer. I don't want to cook them in with the soup. And then for me, if I do too many things at one time, it tends not to work out too well for me. So I better not do that. It is the first Monday of the new year. So it is time. I don't know what kind of New Year's resolutions folks have made. And if they're keeping up to it, typically we go hard in the very beginning and then we start to fall off after a little while. So I'm going to work on doing a little bit more cooking. I might not always podcast it, but this thing says that I'm supposed to wash these peas off, rinse them off, because there might be rocks or something in there. I don't know. And then bring them to boil for like 30 minutes. This shouldn't take long at all. I'm all for that. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to bring the water to boil or what. So I guess I'll just, play it by ear. We need to do cooking. Super nachos. What's super nachos? Tell me about the super nachos. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go ahead and pour these carrots in there since I made those earlier. Actually, I was trying to do this hours ago, but my days I don't know. My days are just my days, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and put my carrots and my peas in there. Y'all can tell me what I'm doing wrong, because it's probably a lot. And I realized I'm out of paprika, which is horrible. Now, if you're busy like me, then it's okay to cheat. I don't have time to chop no onions, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my chopped onions in there. I like onions in there. Hope that's enough. Maybe a little bit more. You know, I'm just eyeballing it. Yeah, but super nachos sound pretty good. Now I put my garlic in there. You know, I don't want to smash the garlic, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my minced garlic. Put a little spoonful of garlic in there. It's supposed to be good for you too, right? Oh man. Then shout out to Rob. He went and got me this ham today. Trying to get a small one, but he said that's all they had was the big one. Put one of these couple bay leaves in there. I'm gonna bring it to a boil and then let it simmer. I should use cumin. Hamburger seasoned with 2 different cheese and ooh, yeah, that sounds pretty good there. All right, let me see if I have cumin. Oh boy, man, you asking me to use special stuff. I think I do have cumin actually. It might be in here. It's a good seasoning. Do I use a lot or just a little? So I got like 2 drawers. Good for soup? Cumin? My garlic powder. Garlic salt. You know, Layla normally organizes my little my seasoning shelves, and then they get all messed up after a while. So I'm gonna have to have her come back and organize my shelves. Oh, there's some cumin in the back. Man, I could get real lucky if that was paprika. Nope, that's spicy cayenne pepper. We ain't doing that. Oh man, I barely have any cumin left. So don't overdo it. Okay, I'll just put just a little in there. There. All right. Boom. All right. So I got this pre-cooked ham, right? So I could do it quicker, because the faster I can get it done, the better. I keep making these excuses like, oh man, well, I don't eat this and I don't eat that because I don't have time to cook. And it's like, well, you're going to have to make time, right? It's a lot of ham. So what'd you make good lately, Kendra? What's the last really good thing you made? Oh, yeah. That's why I didn't put any salt in it. You see, I got my Himalayan sea salt and my fresh ground black pepper, but I'm not gonna put any in there because I'm hoping that the ham will salt it up for me, and that'll be cool. How's my mic? I got a new mic in the mail today. Actually, I got a few mics in the mail today. We're gonna be taking our show on the road. Plus, as it gets nicer, we may do some, capture some events outdoors, which would be cool. I'm just gonna cube this up. Now, I should say I could have been lazier, right? Very clear. That's good. I could have been lazier and bought the ham already cubed. But if you do that, you don't really get the flavored ham, which might be all as well anyway, because you might not want that sugar. So I'm gonna make it meaty. I don't know if anyone else eats it. They like it meaty. So they'll get mad if I don't have enough meat in there. So how was your Monday? How was your New Year's? Are you back? Did you guys go back to school today? Or you got to do COVID test to get back in the classroom? I'll make cornbread with it? Ooh, a vegetable quiche. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I actually like quiche. I didn't like it when I was a kid. My dad used to make it, and it was like an egg pie. Like, you need to get out of here with that. And then, you know, first he was making it all healthy, and then, you know, how black folks do. All of a sudden, it had a whole bunch of cheese in it, and bacon, and sausage. You know, it's like, okay, a meat lover's quiche? I don't think that's what quiche is supposed to be, you know? But that was my pops. You had to kick it up a notch. I don't want to put too much ham in there, but people do like it meaty. Maybe that's enough. I don't overdo it. So I love split pea soup. My brother Tom, he loves split pea soup. So when I eat this, it makes me think about him. My dad would make split pea soup. That was another one. My brother liked it when he was younger. When my dad made it, he would make this big, nasty lima bean soup, like the big brown lima beans. Maybe they're called navy beans or white beans. They were huge. And I was just like, ugh. It just looked like watery beans. Get so mad when he would cook. And he would, growing up, he was so busy. Usually we would have pizza or sub shop or, you know, something else. Or maybe he'd make hamburger helper or something like that. You know. Haven't had that in a while. What's going on there, Zulu? How's your New Year? Trying to get in here and get my cook on, have a little jazz music, relax a little bit. You ever cook something and then you're like, I don't even know if that's really what I want? Like I'm cutting the ham up. I'm like, you know what? I would love to have a ham and cheese omelet. That just sounds really good right now. Cool thing for me is I don't mind eating eggs the next day. So I'll make a bunch of eggs and then I'll eat them, you know, over the course of 3 or 4 days, you know, if I make that many eggs. And of course, you know, you didn't even have to ask. Yeah, the bowls are purple too, because that's how we do, you know. Uneventful, just like you like it, huh? Yeah, uneventful is good. I didn't get to mop my floors this year, Raymond. I had to do my reflection from the house. I mean, it was okay though. I just like mopping my floors, you know. So while I'm making this, and I think this is a good idea for everyone that's trying to, one, save money, you know, make your money stretch by cooking meals and not having it already pre-made. Then you can also make multiple meals at the same time. And if you're using something like a ham or a chicken or whatever your protein is, you know, you can make several meals from it so you can make it stretch. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll make some breakfast. You know, I'll have a nice ham and cheese scramble. I'm going to try to make an omelet, but I can tell you already it's not going to work out. So it's going to be a scramble. Then I can just put a little toast with it in the morning, and I'm good. Then breakfast is already done. I don't have any reason not to eat. I don't have a reason to eat something bad. So we'll see. I'm gonna need some easy recipes though, Kendra. You are the culinary art specialist now. You broke the tradition. Hey, it was snowing. I didn't have a way home. I had to. Safety is number one. I was told you always got to make it home. You know what I mean? Now I use a little almond milk instead of regular milk. Now I love mushrooms, onions, peppers, all that good stuff. Like I said, already pre-chopped onions. I like to cheat. So I'll go ahead and let those do what they do. Put a little bit more in there. I like onions. Put a little bit of garlic in there. And then I use my bell pepper medley, my green, yellow, and red onions. Ooh, yeah, you hear it sizzling? Snap, crackle, and pop. So do you guys have a New Year's resolution? We're getting old. A few years back, you walked in the snow to G2. Yeah, you know, that's true. But here's the thing. I would have to walk home after midnight. I don't do the show. You know, I don't mop the floors until like 9 p.m. at night. So I didn't want to be walking, home, after midnight, You got to be safe nowadays. You told me to always stay ready, right? Stop making excuses. No, he told me I had to stay safe. So I can't, walk outside in the middle of the night. That's not good. And you know what I really like? I love spinach in my eggs. I don't think I have any spinach. I think I'm out. Which, that's too bad. Oh, wait. Maybe this is spinach. Oh, I got some baby spinach. Thank you, Mr. Rob, for grabbing me some spinach. You knew just what I wanted. I'm going to rinse this off. You know, there was a recall on some of the pre-salad mix. People were getting sick in Seattle. So, definitely take a little bit of extra time and rinse this stuff off. It's worth it, So what's your New Year's resolution, y'all? What you going to do this year? You going to learn a new skill? You going to work out? What you going to do? So for me, like I said, I'm going to take this, we're going to be making new relationships in regards to the podcast. Just had our first podcast of the year today and met a new person from Bremerton Housing Authority. So shout out to her. And then tomorrow, we've got a new series with the Kitsap Regional Library at 3 p.m. with Priya. So you won't want to miss that. And then tomorrow night is a very special episode of Deborah's Corner. So that should be really good. Wednesday at noon, we got another new show with Mark Boatwright Frost of Resilient Ecosystems. So that should be a really good show. Can't wait to hear what he has to say and join in with those discussions and bring that to you guys. And then tomorrow night, of course, we have the show with the Rev, and we got a title for the show, so we're calling it Parlay with the Pastor. So I'm kind of getting away from the blaspheme of talking about the church burning down. So we're going to call it Parlay with the Pastor. Kind of a play on words. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut my spinach up in there. I rinsed it off. I like to cut it into bite sizes. I hate food like hanging off my fork, and if there's sauce and stuff, it's falling on my dress shirt and on my tie. which I got to dry clean. That drives me crazy. I do the same thing with my spaghetti noodles. When I go to boil them, I actually break them into thirds, so it makes it nice and bite-sized. You still get to twirl, but, you know, it's a controlled twirl. Well, that's for the control freak in you, you know. I'm just saying. Raymond, while you're here, we need to go ahead and set that meeting up now that the snow is dissipated. So if you want to set that up, that would be good. Now what I'm gonna do, right, is I'm gonna let my ham again be my salt, my seasoning for my eggs. So right now I've got my spinach, my garlic, my bell peppers, and my onions. Just kind of sauteing it in the pan, giving it a little bit of oomph. I'm gonna go ahead and put my ham in there. Bam, there we go. And see, this is nice because I've got to wait. One, these peas have to come to a boil, then it's got to simmer for 30 minutes. So there's no reason for me not to take advantage of this, right? Oh, yeah, yeah. You see that? That's what I'm talking about, Kendra. Facts. The problem is that I can't figure out how do I, when I go to turn my egg, if my omelet breaks and it ends up being a scramble. That's my problem. But I love omelets. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll just put some pepper on there, but I won't put any salt because of the ham. Put some in my eggs. Oh, then I've got some Tillamook farmhouse cheese. Ooh, boy. You know what time it is. Oh, don't make a liar out of me. Where's my cheese now? Gotta have your cheese. So I love sharp cheese, and I really love that extra sharp cheese. Go ahead and stir my peas. I can smell them. Get those nice carrots in there with the ham. Smells really good in here right about now. Sure you guys can hear that little sizzle. Friday, 4 p.m., the first African-American judge in Bremerton will take their oath, and we will be there at the Norm Dix office to cover that live. So you'll see that pop up soon. So if you get a chance, please do let people know to subscribe, like, and share so you don't miss it. Got a lot of shows that we're going to be doing this year. Like I said before, if you watched earlier today, if you missed it, they're going to have a database or a sign up for Section 8. So as soon as the Section 8 rolls open up, you'll just get an alert. And so we've offered to do an online type training that people can log into and watch. So that's a big deal. The hope is that they're going to open up Section 8 in February. So stay tuned for that. So it'd be great if that does happen. So yeah, this year we just want to try to bring as much information to folks as possible. Maybe get some of you guys involved in different community activities, committees. Maybe even think about running for office yourself. Fresh ideas. You know? Oh, she came to your job? Yep. Yep. So yeah, she's gonna be. We're gonna cover that live as she takes her judgeship. So that is definitely an honor to be a part of that. And she reached out and asked if we would cover the event. So it was like, absolutely, we will be there to cover it. So you see, still have all this ham. I could freeze the rest of this. I mean, this is huge, right? And I can tell you already later on this week, I'll probably have a nice ham sandwich. I can have that with potatoes and broccoli, you know, cut it like a ham steak for dinner. So just different ways for you to make your dollar stretch, you know. That's really what you want to do. Alexa, set a 30-minute timer. So now that my peas have come to boil, I can go ahead and turn these down and let them simmer for about 30 minutes, right? Go ahead and put my top on there. You know, these Costco pot set has been with me for a long time. Might be time for a new set, though, I must say. Now, I might need to... So, Kendra, do I turn this down? How do I do this so my omelet won't break? That's what I'm concerned about, you know? Go ahead, whip my eggs up here. Beat them up real good. Make sure they're nice and fluffy. You're supposed to beat them till you see some bubbles. I think. I don't know. Now, unfortunately, I let this... I'm going a little slow. So I got to put a little bit more butter in there. Is it all cooked out? So the bottom of my pot is burning a bit. There we go. Stir that around. I don't want Cajun omelet, you know. Ooh, bam! Woo! Let that egg cool it off. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna let that sit there. And I'm gonna put a little cheese on the inside. And then I'll put a little cheese on top, like a little bit of garnish. And then when I fold it over, if I had some parsley, you know, I would just dress it up, make it all cute, you know. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't have breakfast for dinner. One of my favorite things, you know. I can, I love strawberry waffles. I like blueberry waffles too. So I could do that with the omelet. Or I can whip out some pancakes. And let me tell you the secret ingredient for the pancakes. Oh, where is it? Oh, I think I moved it. Oh, here you go. So if I make French toast, right? You put a little orange liqueur in there. In your French toast. Oh, très magnifique. Très magnifique. Woo! There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Presentation. Use a plastic spatula. I got one. I do. And you know what? Some purple ones might be on the way for delivery. Because I need I'm missing some of my kitchen tools. So since I need some new ones, and Stephanie told me to get the ones that have the steel core in them. So this is like really bendy and they fall apart. Like this one's getting ready to fall apart. So I got some steel core spatulas and things like that. Yeah, see, like what? Do I poke holes in it? Like it doesn't feel like it's cooking even. Like this side's cooking faster and the other one is still really wet. I'm just horrible at omelets. Cinnamon. Oh, put cinnamon in the French toast? Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. But I'm telling you, you put that little orange liqueur in there, Not a lot, you know. It just gives you a little bit of that flavor on there. And it's like, yeah, that's it right there. That's it. So it's smelling really good in here. So tell me now, let me go back because I had my back to you guys. So what are you working on this week? Stir fry. Oh yeah, stir fry is good. Oh, Kendra, do you know that I can make a steak? So I got a new air fryer, right? Well, this was before I got this new one. So Layla and I are watching Harry Potter, and what we did was, I was like, sweetie, I'm gonna make you a steak. Like, okay. So I made her a ribeye, her first ribeye. She destroyed that steak. Let me tell you, put a hurting on it. It was Christmas Eve. She put a hurting on that ribeye. See, Layla is a Cameron. She likes to eat, and that's the rule, you know. So you know what I do to try to cheat is I'll tilt the pan, you know, since it's cooking more on one side, and try to get the liquid onto the other side to get it to cook a little bit more. You need to see this in person. What, the ribeye or my eggs? My eggs is kind of hard to see. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm still kind of watery. I'm just afraid it's gonna like turn black on the bottom, so I'm a little worried. Mmm. Ooh, look at my split peas just doing what it do. That's what I'm talking about. That's not too bad. You know, it's more fun if you cook with people. But I know a lot of folks really love cooking. I just not a big fan. You know, it takes so long. I'm always thinking about everything I have to do. So I'm like, I don't have time to sit in this kitchen and do all this prep and then cook. Now I'll wash some dishes now. You want to cook for me? I will wash the dishes all day, every day. I have no problem with that. Just let me know. And then you take 2, 3, 4 hours to cook this meal up. You eat it in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and it's over. And then you gotta wash those dishes. That doesn't sound like fun, Just saying. All right, let's see. I'm getting nervous. Uh-oh, my eggs is bubbling. I don't have faith, Kendra. It's popping. Popping and locking. It does look good though. So how do you make a quiche? You put it in the oven, right? So you put all the ingredients in and then you just throw it in the oven? Phone book on the stomach rack with tape from my stomach to the back. People sound like it's an urban myth meeting with me. I'm a gentle soul. So easy going and relaxed. True story. At least that's what the kids tell me. I can't believe I actually got a birthday coming up here in a little bit. And I will probably not celebrate it like usual. I tried to go to, not this year, but the year before when COVID first hit, was trying to go to Malaga, Spain. But, you can't go to Spain and you can't eat the food because, all the restaurants are takeout only. Like, that's criminal. Oh, Kendra, I think I lost it. Oh, yep. It's kind of brown on the bottom. Oh, it's burnt. Oh, man. Let me just make it a scramble. Yep, it didn't work out. Boo. Boo. All right, I'm going to try to save this thing. I'm going to try to take the good egg, put that in this pot, right? And leave the burnt stuff on the bottom. Because I hate throwing away food. Bam. There we go. There. Now, I'm going to just hit it with some cheese. Told you it was going to be a scramble. Man, oh, it was too watery? I had too much milk in there? Dang. Well, look. One thing I say about it is I'm not afraid to try. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to try. It didn't work out, so I'll try again next time. But I went for it, you know? I went for it. Ooh, that thing. Look at that pan. I did bad stuff. I'm just saying. I did bad. Ooh, maybe, you know what? I have it on 7 too. That might be a little too high there. Oh, well. Man, I still have more ham. I didn't even use all the stuff I cut up. I can't throw it away. Put that back here in this Tupperware here. Yeah, I could probably make, I don't know, off of this, probably like 6, 7 good meals off of this ham alone. And I mean, with other people. You know, this is enough eggs for more than one person. I just wanted to make enough so I can, I have some through the week. You know, at least for like tonight, tomorrow, and then Wednesday. That way I don't have to worry about it. So less milk. All right. I will try that. The only thing I hate about spinach is you got to cut the stems off. See, all this prep work. See me complain about these first world problems? You make quiche with that too? Mm. Yeah, there we go. See? What I like to do is when you wake up in the morning and the kitchen's clean, there's no dishes, and I just have to drop a couple pieces of toast or a bagel or waffles, which I can't do that right now because I'm out of syrup. Nice cup of coffee, but it's going into tea season. So I got teas for Christmas from Rob, Stephanie, and Grandma and Layla. So I'm looking forward to trying all of these new tea flavors that I've been exposed to. So I'm excited about that. What's going on here? At first, I thought it must have missed something. Thought you were making pancakes. No. I'm making split pea soup. And I was trying to make an ham and cheese omelet with spinach. But unfortunately, I had it up too high. Kendra said I used too much milk, so that didn't work out. that didn't work out. So it's a scramble. It's a scramble, which is all good. Now people say I have this unhealthy relationship with bleach, but I love bleach. I feel like bleach is my friend. It just feels so much better with a little bit of bleach. All right, that's worked out pretty well. I didn't say so myself. If you get a good nonstick pan, you don't have to worry about that. That'll cool off and that'll just scrape right on out. And then you can see, Kendra, I've got this metal spoon, so I do need to wait for my rubber spoons to come in. Like, I don't know what happened to them. At least not the slotted one. Oh, there we go. Bam. Bam. See that? It's my ham and cheese with my spinach. There we go. That's what we're doing. And look, I did all that. We set the timer for what, 30 minutes? It was only almost 16 minutes. I've cooked a whole nother dish and washed most of the dishes from it. That's it right there. So I think this helps to get through the week. You got to do something that's relaxing. But, if it's productive at the same time, I think that's a good thing. That's kind of how I look at it. I'm learning a skill. I'm saving money. I'm expanding building my tools, putting some new things in my arsenal, in my repertoire. I don't think I'm gonna win any awards anytime soon. Oh, look at those colors. They say, food with color is good for you, right? So you got the orange and that bright green. And I love carrots. But I tell you what, when you have it fresh, like growing up into my 30s, I like the Campbell's Chunky split pea soup, But now, like, I can taste all the sodium and all the preservatives in it. So like the chicken corn chowder and the clam chowder, it's just not the same. So when you make it yourself, whoo, boy, if it comes out, yeah. And then the other one is I love my butternut squash soup. Oh, that is so good. Didn't you make that for us, Kendra, at the college? Yeah, well, I'm a lie and say I'm making my own. I'm using Stephanie's recipe, and it causes for me to, I gotta get an actual real butternut squash, and then I have to, cut it down the middle or scoop the guts out, cut it down the middle, drizzle it with olive oil, and season it, and then I gotta put it in the oven and roast it. Or no, do I cut it? I cut it up and then I roast it. And then when it comes out, I put it in the blender with coconut milk and some other stuff and kind of puree it a little bit or get it kind of chunky. Then I put it in the pot with everything else, you know? I have a good memory. Oh, you talking about Raymond? Or you talking about you cooking at the college? Yeah, for sure. I am missing my candles. I need something to go with this. I really don't have. I really don't think actually waffles would go with this because of the sweetness, and the ham may have a little sweet in it. So I need something to complement the flavor, you know. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That's good right there. I'm not mad at that. That's what Tupac said. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Dun, 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 boom, dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, this is a non-stick pan. This might have sticked a little bit more than I thought. I had quite the layer of burnt egg on there. Wow. I will definitely do better next time. Man, you wait. Let me figure out how to cook an omelet consistently. That'll be it. What's the other thing they give you? You know, when you go to a hotel sometimes, and you go to you walk up to the cook, and you're in a line, and then you can have it made how you want it. Oh, I love going there. Or you put all the stuff in a bowl, and then you walk up, and then they cook it in front of you, or you come back in 5 minutes or whatever. Usually, I think you just stand there and wait for it to cook. Like that is good. They've got all the ingredients that you don't normally, keep at home. That I love that. It's so funny. I was saying the other day, Layla is in California for New Year's, and so we were having a conversation, and she was talking about how much she loves hotel life. And it's like, you know what? Dad loves it too. I love being in the hotel. I absolutely enjoy it. Oh man, I could smell that the bay leaf. Now I'm wondering, like, I don't want my carrots to be mushy. I want them to kind of be a little al dente, correct? And then what I'll do is I'm gonna let that sit, because you know what it's like. Your soup the next day. Sometimes the spaghetti the next day is better than the first night. Mm. You've come to realize that the quality time we take with ourselves is a form of tranquility and self-love. Cooking at home is one of the many ways to show yourself self-love. Yeah, that's facts, right? This isn't fast food. Mm. You get to make it how you want it. You know what's in it. You don't have to guess. You know how it is. You go to a restaurant or somewhere else, and they never give you enough of the stuff you really want. It's like, give me some more of the good stuff. Why are you skimping? Don't skimp on the good stuff now. Then tomorrow will be a busy day. And I won't have to get up and try to take this little 30 minutes to make these eggs. It's already done. And after I wash this pot, the only dirty dish I have is the pot I'm making the soup in and this bowl of eggs I'm eating. And that's another thing too. You know how you have that meal, it's been a long day, you eat the food up, and you go in the kitchen, and it's like, I still gotta hit this kitchen. It's like, man, I didn't even gotta do that. Just put on the purple slippers, slip on the purple bathrobe, and I'm ready to relax. Oh, and yes, there is a purple bathrobe. Y'all should already know. I had no choice. I think that's like the law. Must have. Purple slippers, purple bathrobe. And then what I do is I break down my soup into separate containers. So then the portions are already set up. And then if I gotta go, then I just grab it and go. And I'm good. And like I said, Rob and Stephanie made this delicious. They bought me some teas from this Bainbridge Island tea shop. And the tea is quite delicious. And what's interesting is it's all infused with vanilla. So I got six different teas. But then you sweeten it with Belgian beets rock sugar. You ever heard of that, Kendra? You make a banana brownies. Wait, when are you doing that? I might have to, sample those banana brownies just to make sure that you're doing right by folks. You know what I mean? Banana brownies. Now I made pork chops in the air fryer, but I have to admit, they the second time I think they were so thick, I ended up overcooking them. They were pretty dry. So what I did was I chopped them up really fine and put it in with some rice and some Korean barbecue sauce. Just kind of had it kind of like like a stir fry, I guess, All right, that's dry. Oh, look at that. Doing the most. Mm-hmm. It's doing its thing. One thing about getting a real ham, like when I cube it up, I should take my time to make sure I cut the fatty pieces out. Nothing worse than that. When you want the flavor, but you don't want the yuck from it. So I'm gonna sample teas this year, at least definitely during the winter time. I think that'll be fun. Plus, I know this all this caffeine isn't good for me. Although I heard that you say you don't like that. that tea has more caffeine than coffee does. Does that sound right? Like, really? Trying to get away from the caffeine. Telling me I gotta stop doing that for my blood pressure, you know? So I'm trying to go away from the coffee because I don't drink tea like that, you know, at that rate. I can drink 2, 3 pots of coffee in a day if you let me. Oh yeah, I think these reusable tea bags are gonna work just fine. Oh, look at that. Alexa, cancel alarm. Cancel timer. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. Woo wee! Look at that. Oh yeah. Yeah. If I can show you that. So what's interesting is when it's all, ooh, look at all that smoke, all that steam. Might not be able to see that very good. So what I'm gonna do, just put the lid on it, right? And I think I could probably get away with letting that sit overnight, if I'm not mistaken, because it'll allow me to, it'll thicken up, and then tomorrow I'll have my cornbread with it, and then boom, bam, surprise, there you go. You know, that's what I'm talking about. What do you guys think about that? That what I should do? So this beet sugar, what's really nice about this is it's supposed to be a natural sweetener. So it doesn't, you don't really get that artificial, I'm consuming sugar, taste to it, which is pretty cool. So I hope that's the case. Oh, let me grab these. I'll read them. I'm definitely glad that the snow is gone. I'm done with the snow. Please believe I've had it. I've definitely had it with the snow. You go ahead and do that and switch that out. See, now I'm back in my ambiance. Feeling good. As I'm sitting in here. Kitchen's clean. House is smelling all nice. Oh, whoops. Get out of there, camera. We don't need you. Yeah, keep it real low. So you gotta light my candles, which should have already been lit. Mm. Tonight, we've got lavender lemonade. That's Layla's pick. Yeah, where to put that? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't do a horrible job of that, Raymond. I'm ripping and running. And there's not a lot of time because there's so much to do, you know? People keep telling me, well, to be there for you tomorrow. But I can't help but to think, while I'm relaxing, there's folks in need, you know? It's hard to shut it off. But I got my dad's disease. Purple slippers. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, you gonna make a dish for my birthday? Ooh, man, I wonder what it should be. You got any ideas? What sounds good? I'm not even gonna go with the pork chops. You know what I'm saying? Although right now I'm on a steak kick. I'm not gonna lie. Why is everything purple purple? Because you already know. You know. Mm. Has to be purple. Look, I even got the tree down today. And usually that tree stays up for a long time, But I even got that down. So I'm super happy with that. But I take it you guys have been able to hear me pretty well, huh? So I'm trying out a new wireless mic, which is allowing me to move around so we can do more things and just improve the quality of the shows that we do, you know. I mean, if I'm in here, sitting here just doing the regular show, I don't need to wear a wireless mic. But, if Layla and I are doing crafts or we're cooking in the kitchen or if we're on location, it's just so much easier to have people mic'd up, with wireless mics. So they just came today. Otherwise, I would have came on earlier, but I had to figure out how to work them, you know. So I think I got it down a little bit. I got it to where I can at least use it, but it sounds like it's pretty good. Now, it's not quite like this when you're talking into this mic. Oh, this mic is off. It's not quite like talking into this mic. It's a lot different, but it's still good. So we just want to make sure the quality is good. They say when you're doing a podcast, audio is 50% of the show, right? They don't necessarily need to see you, but they need to be able to hear you, you know. Got new cups, probably hard to see there, but this is the conduit. Mm. So Stephanie etched a bunch of cups this year for Christmas and gave them out to our partners. So these are the teas that I got for Christmas. And let's see, I love Earl Grey. So I have nope, this is the one that I'm drinking now. So the one I'm drinking today or tonight is Peachy Vanilla. And that's Bayou Mudan white tea, marigolds, golden chrysanthemum, peach pieces, and vanilla bits. So this is really good. Oh, it's right there. So it's kind of hard to see, in the dark there, but you can kind of see it on the side. And then you see it's got the conduit swirls all the way to the top there. Mm. And Stephanie made those. So, she's got some real skill. Now, my favorite tea, I don't know about the samplers that I have, but this is a Earl Grey cream, which is black tea with gold tips, bergamot, vanilla beans, and vanilla cream extract. So that's what I had the other day. Absolutely delicious. And again, this is a store out in Bainbridge Island. Maybe I'll have this one tomorrow, which is a French breakfast, a unique blend of extra strong, full bodied black teas plus vanilla extract. Kind of looks like, I'm in a chemistry and I'm getting ready to put some kind of concoction together. This one is a black jasmine vanilla. I'm definitely looking forward to this. A green tea plus black tea, jasmine flowers, and vanilla extract. So that sounds wonderful. And then this one is a vanilla bean, black tea, vanilla beans, and vanilla cream extract. So I think these will make like 4 cups, 4 or 5 cups of tea, depending on how strong you want your tea. And like today, I made a French press full, and I used that much. So not too bad. Not too bad. And then now this is probably my second, sometimes my first favorite. So Layla and Grandma got me this tea last year, but it's a Rubos Vanilla Bliss. And so Rubos tea, uh, especially from Africa, with vanilla extract, oh, absolute. That is the bomb. And just, oh, they smell good. When it's brewed, it smells good. It's got that little hint of vanilla. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Like I was saying, tomorrow we have the library at 3 p.m. with Priya Shari. Yeah, isn't that right? Yeah, I mean you can get a decaf tea. You can get like the sleepy time with a chamomile. Something with lavender in it is supposed to help you sleep. So starting to you know work on being more natural and not using medication as much as possible. Herbs to you know, work on the inflammation, or there's teas that will help with stress, antioxidants, things like that. So I'll share it as we kind of go through the year as I learn. And it's fun learning new stuff, you know. Uh, yeah, the library does a lot of stuff. So 3 o'clock, check that out. Definitely subscribe, like, and share. Tell folks. And then tomorrow night at 5 is Deborah's Corner. It's going to be a special show. She actually called me last week and was like, all right, Tuesday, it's on. Like, all right, we'll be ready. And then Wednesday at 3 p.m. or Wednesday at noon is, what is it? What's the name of that show? Puzzle Pieces. Can't remember what we named it with Mark. So all these shows are getting names now. you know, so it's going to be Tipping Points and Puzzle Pieces. So that should be a good one. And that's again 12 o'clock on Wednesday. And then that night we have Parlay with the Pastor at 7:30, where we will continue to work on our social contract, on how we're going to work together. We're going to establish a code of honor and a code to operate and live by. What happens if you have conflict? We can work well when it's everything is going well, but what happens when you have conflict? What happens when you disagree? So often people throw in the towel and just go off and do it on their own. And they want us to be separated. They want us to not find a way to work together. And now, whoever they is doesn't even need to wind us up. We're so wound up ourselves that we destroy our own efforts. You know, you say, have a great night. Gym hour. Oh, you gonna work out? Good. All right. That's right. That sounds like self-care and self-love to me. But that's important, right? We need a code, and we got to stick to it. We see the state of the world, and we can't stand idly by and let things continue to deteriorate without coming together and building a support system. Can't wait on the government or other agencies. It's up to us to find a way to work together. So we'll continue to have that conversation and other conversations that are going on in the world and affecting us from a cultural standpoint. And then, of course, Friday again, 4 p.m. It's going to be huge. First African American woman being sworn in as a Bremerton judge. So you won't want to miss that. Shout out to Tracy Flood. And then this was Cameron's Kitchen tonight. And I'll do these from time to time. And then we'll have Cameron's Corner, which would be adults only, uh, where we keep it 100. So it's going to be hard conversations. And what's interesting is, you have everyone that's, you know, living their truth, but and you're supposed to be accepting of that, but everyone's truth isn't accepted. So we're not going to worry about that anymore. We're just going to go ahead and live the truth, whether folks like it or not, and have the real conversations. And my concern is the things that hurt the community and how we have to take accountability for it, right? We can blame it on the past, we can blame it on history, we can blame it on whatever. But we know all those things. So how are we going to overcome it? Like I said, we do it to ourselves oftentimes. So we got to get away from that. So that'll be Cameron's Corner. We actually have 5 new channels that will start to roll out slowly, just so people can kind of tune in to what they want to tune into and tune out of whatever they want to tune out of. We'll do some fun stuff too. We'll do some things on the road. Can't wait for COVID to do what it does so we can come back together and do community things, and we can be together and be around each other. And especially with working out the technologies, I'm interested in watching this back so I can check the audio moving around, uh, have wind guards for when we're outside, so we'll see how it goes. And you can't even see the camera, right? I mean, you can't see the mic. You don't even know where it is. So I think that's going to work out pretty good. So I'm excited about that. And hopefully Comcast will continue to cooperate. We'll see how that goes. So I actually lost internet like an hour before I came on live. I looked down and it was like, oh, you lost internet. I was like, okay, well, that's interesting. So I'm trying to work with them and deal with them, but kind of looking at the feed behind me, the lag time is actually pretty short right now. Usually it's about 11 seconds, so it's a little shorter tonight. So like if I do this, got my hands together, I'll wait until he puts his hands together up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so it's 3 seconds faster. So hopefully they'll start to work it out and get that lag time, doing well, so we're not dropping out. People aren't borging out or being pixelated, so you can hear everything. Again, if you have any ideas on topics that you want to discuss, or you have folks that you feel like need to have a conduit so that they can get their message or their word out, go ahead and contact me. And, let's go ahead and set it up. If there's something that you want me to talk about, I'm more than happy to do that and have a discussion. If you want to come on, you can do that. I have it set up to where, you can call in right now. We can have a conversation on air. So you can absolutely do that. So folks are sending me messages. Whew, man, the post office is not cheap. $226 for a post office box? Good Lord. Bills, bills, bills. They never stop. Neither do the messages. Facebook. Okay. I'll have to look at that, see what's going on with that. But you should be on YouTube anyway. But I'll tell you what. It's about 11:30. One of the things I'm going to try to do is I'm actually going to try to get into bed at a decent hour. Not 4 and 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. Okay, maybe like 2. Maybe I'll get into bed by 2. But I'm gonna try to set that goal. I don't think midnight is just not realistic for me to get into bed that early. So I'll try 2 in the morning is my new goal. Get into bed, try to shut down. I'm lying to myself now. I'm like, shut down an hour before, no electronics. That ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. But I will try to pull away a little bit. I actually want to try to get into reading more books this year. I missed that. There's so much to catch up on, so many things that I want to read. So just trying to build it all in. But what I'll tell you is, don't feel like you have to do it all at once. Take your time. That's where most of our goals fail. Is we have an all or nothing attitude. We go hard, we hurt ourselves, and it's a setback. Or we try to do too many things all at once, and then it just doesn't work out. So, all these great ideas of what to do, and just do the best you can. Prioritize and give yourself grace as you go forward in 2022. All right. So let's stay connected, everyone. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. I am R1 Cameron. This is The Conduit, and this was Cameron